Alright guys, sorry about the last couple of videos. I didn't realize that the microphone on the PS5 controller was picking up all of the audio from the game as well. You learn things every day, right? Maybe I should have done a little more research, but I prefer to do it and try to figure it out on my own. Sorry if that affects anything. Alright, we are back at Hogwarts Legacy, at the school Hogwarts. We are going to go meet up with Professor Weasley and do a side quest or two, I believe. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'll remember to turn the mic off during cutscenes this time. That was really annoying. Let's see, open a map. Let's do the side quest first. I guess we'll just do the flu powder. They said you find the side quest by exploring, so let's explore. Ooh, there's some of that haptic feedback. It is such a cool feature. Your controller reacts to the game. I've only played in a couple games. This one, Horizon Into the West. No, Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden West. And Ratchet and Clank, The Rift Apart, and Stray. That was a really cute game. I liked Stray.
Rumor has it there's a secret passage leading to Hogwarts. If I haven't found it, probably for the best. Might be at the Blue Rooster too. Where did
So looking at these quests, I noticed at the bottom it tells you your rewards. That was pretty cool. You get a new costume and wand handles and gold. Alright, let's go to this one first.
Surely they don't know Hogwarts. Ugh, what am I missing?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
I tried doing homework indoors.
Potato!
traits in the castle don't always have something interesting to say, but many of them do chatter on nonetheless.
I wish they'd allow us our pets from home.
What was the minute?
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Why would Slytherin put his common room in the dungeon?
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
I rather enjoy Transfiguration myself. The complexity, the precise nature of it. Truly.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
I wish I was a metamorph maker. I really have made a mess of things.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Amit tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Where is the library? Oh, that way.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Alright, there we go.
Lumos.
You could do better than that.
There should be a. I think there should be a trophy for spinning everything. It's kind of funny.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
He's gonna read the diary. Today was a good day. That is, until Gareth splashed whatever ridiculous concoction he was creating all over my perfectly stewed. Lacewing flies. Had to empty my entire cauldron and start all over again. He's such a nuisance. Thinks he knows everything there is to know about potions. He's disrupting Professor Sharp's class with his experiments. I'm utterly convinced that if he wasn't Professor Weasley's nephew, he would have been expelled by now. Sounds like George. Arborough smokies again tonight for dinner. I'm becoming more partial to them now, although still prefer meat pies.
Saying you have to be boring.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Oh man, should I be cheeky or should I be nice? That's a tough call. Which one? Close marriage.
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I thought you to be.
I wouldn't do that to you, Cressida. Only trying to teach you to be a little more careful.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
This next quest seems to be quite far away. Oh well. I'll need to remember to activate all the flu powder networks. Did I pass? The music for this game is just beautiful. Very well done.
Whee!
Oh, not again!
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boys' lavatory, not for the meek.
These peeves will make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with him, that if I behaved, I'd have one weekly swim! Whee!
I'll get you for this.
Taking Peeves out of the movies was like a travesty. I'm so glad they put him in this game, because he is such a fun character.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Potato!
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does crossed wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Lumos.
Act like a winner.
What to do? Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Lumos. Lumos.
Harry looks rather suspicious, as my sons would say.
Lumos. Leviosa. Accio. Lumos.
Sometimes the prefect sits next to me. Well, one time they did. In school. Mind you, it was... Keep it up. I always feel quite sensitive. It's very cold.
The portrait guy just fell asleep. It's pretty funny. Or maybe he's just bored. Another kitty to pet.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight.
Potato! Lumos.
Not sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster. Would be sure to tell him how very much you despise.
Someone prodded a member of the
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
I'm not saying you have to be boring.
All I can say is, it's lucky the boys have their own.
I could test you.
Do you find yourself thinking certain ways from us based on the context? Some are much better conversations than others.
I'm not even going to let me, but dear somebody, you'll be pleased to hear that I received word from my contacts at Cambridge who conceded that they had in fact been incorrect in their understanding of meteor showers. It seems that an Irish astronomer and a British astronomer both built upon the work done by an Italian astronomer, all muggles, mind you, as far as I know, to propose calculating the position of the dust on the Earth's orbit as means of connecting meteors to comets. Brilliant, really. One can only imagine what they might do with an enchanted telescope. Frustratingly, in my correspondence, I did feel that I had to continue using the pseudonym for my days as a gentleman scholar. Whilst I still find it rather exciting to have a secret identity, the reason irks me. I am so looking forward to our trip later this year to Jantar Mantar. What an adventure we shall have. I miss you, dear sister, and do hope you are well. With love. Oof. Sure, I have no idea. Interesting.
Hogwarts is a second home.
Leviosa!
Feeling a bit nostalgic about leaving.
At least you didn't do what that first year did. Spent hours with it.
My parents were thrilled to hear that Black.
I don't think I'm ready for this just yet. I don't think I can do this now. Best to come back. I should come back to this another time.
If only Black had an eye.
The food that appears in the Great Hall is conjured.
I miss playing gobstones on the kitchen floor.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
So with the haptic feedback, when I press down the R2, it actually feels heavier than I'm pulling out my wand. It's a really cool feature. If you guys have if you don't have a PS5, you should get one. This controller is just really awesome.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it! Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
I'm not impressed in the least.
I asked Amita to tutor me in Transfiguration.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavor to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we? I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
Alright, so I'm going to end today's stream, earlier stream video. I hope you guys liked it, and we will see you next time. Adios.